Hello, 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 you lovely scratchers. How are you doing? I hope everything is going great with you. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to develop a pinwheel. So the pinwheel is gonna look like this. So it's our own version of pinwheel. It's not looking like the traditional one. So when I click the green flag, after I click on the pinwheel, it's gonna rotate and change color. Let's dive right in. This is Ellie and this is your place to learn to code and have fun. So today we're gonna start with the cat. Except I'm gonna delete it. Bye! Now let's get to the pinwheel. So if you search for pinwheel image, pinwheel is something like this. So let's go to the sprites and see what is the closest to it. So in the sprites we don't have a pinwheel, so we have three options. Either search a pinwheel image, so pinwheel PNG, and then download and import it, or you can go to the paint and draw your own pinwheel. But I'm gonna do a different thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm choosing this snowflake, so that is a little bit more creative. I want it to be a bit different and I want to focus on the code rather than the drawing. Now that I have this, I'm gonna choose a different sprite also for the handle. I can maybe take the line or magic wind. Maybe I'm gonna take the line. For the line, since it's horizontal, I'm going to customs and just rotate. I'm gonna hold the shift so that I'm assured that it's on the 90 degrees, and then I'm gonna make it smaller. It's a little too big, it doesn't fit in. So let's make it a smaller. Now we have this beautiful pinwheel here. And I want to make sure that this is at the top. Okay. Now let's get to the code. So for the line, we don't need to write anything for now. Only the pinwheel itself is our constraint. Now let's get to the code. In this session, I'm gonna also show you something which is called iterative prototyping. So instead of developing the final prototype at first, I'm gonna start from simple and then we go from version to version to see the final product. Now, initially, I'm gonna write it as simple as possible. So I write it as when green flag clicked, I just want to spin it from the control forever. And then I go to motion, turn 15 degrees. So simple. So this is simply rotating. Interesting, but it still is different from actual pinwheel. In an actual pinwheel, when you blow on it, it starts rotating as a certain speed, and then slowly the speed reduces and then it stopped. So we're gonna simulate such a thing in this pinwheel. In order to do this, since I'm saying the speed is gonna reduce, So the speed shouldn't be the turn in degrees. It shouldn't be always 15. I need a variable. It should be maybe initially 15 and then slowly reduce until it becomes 0 or like don't turn at all. So from variables, I'm gonna make a variable and I'm gonna name it spin speed. Okay. When we have a variable, we always need to initialize it. So we need to give it an initial value. I'm gonna set my initial value of the variable spin speed to 0 for now. And then I'm gonna turn spin speed degrees. I'm gonna reduce this speed as we go. So let's go to the set. Let's drag the set. Spin speed to, I want to make it less. So one way to make a value, one way to make that number less is to multiply it by something less than 1. So I would say set the spin speed. The new spin speed is gonna be spin speed multiplied something less than 1, like 0.97. And then at some point I need to stop. So I need a condition. The condition is checking for the value of the variable, and then if it's too low, so I'm gonna say, how do I say too low? I need a comparison. If the spin speed is less than, let's say 0.5, now I would say I want it to stop almost 0, right? So I'm gonna set the spin speed to 0. So now the spin speed started from 0 but is never increased. How do I want it to increase? I want it to increase. I want the initial speed to have a positive value only when I click on the pinwheel. So let's write a second piece of code for when we click on the pinwheel. Oh my god, I deleted my code. Okay, I did Ctrl Z so that I get it back. Now I'm gonna make it a bit smaller so that I can fit the second part. Okay, so far here we never gave a positive value to spin speed. We want to provide value to the speed after we clicked on this spin wheel. So I'm gonna write a different block of code which is saying when this sprite is clicked, now go and check the speed. So I put an if condition. If spin speed is less than something, we're gonna decide later. So spin speed less than something, let's say maybe 10. We can later play by the number and see what we like. Set it to 10. So I'm gonna set to 10. So what I'm trying to do is whenever I clicked on this, if the spin speed is anything small, I want to change it to 10. So I start from 10. So like when I blow at my spin wheel, is rotating at the speed of 10. So I'm gonna test it. Nothing happened because I forgot to change this to spin speed. So let's test one more time. Let me save and test. So now it's rotating starting from the speed of 10 and then slowly reduced because I'm multiplying it by a small number. So this was iteration 2. Now let's go to iteration 3. Let's play with the colors. So I'm going to the customs and let's color the inside of the parts first. So I'm just taking my bucket and then fill this, change the color, and then fill, and again, and one more time, and blue. So all the colors, anything you like, just fill it. I'm gonna take yellow here. Alright, now that is colored, one more thing that we can do is I can change the color as it rotates. So now it rotates and the colors are fixed without any change. Now let's go to the looks and take this, change color effect by maybe not 25 but maybe 3. This is a little annoying on the eyes, so let's also set this number in relation to the speed, like the spin speed multiplied by something. So change the color effect by, again, spin speed, oops, multiply 0.97. Let's see how it looks. So I click and it changes the color. It starts with some specific speed and then slowly stops. Let's make it bigger number. So just like this. Let's change this one also to 40 so that it spins longer. That's much better. So this was iteration 3. What else we can do? Now let's see for the next iterations. What else can we do to improve this? How can we make it much better? I have a suggestion. I'm proposing the idea, but I'm not gonna make it in this session. But if you know how to do it, go ahead and do it and send the link to your project on the comment, and you may win a prize if yours is a really good idea. So what I want to say is, for the next iteration, instead of clicking on this, make it move by your voice. So you blow like this onto your microphone, and then the louder you blow, it rotates faster. So if I blow like this, it's supposed to rotate really fast, but if I blow slowly, it rotates very slow. So if you know how to write the code for it, write it in the Scratch and put a link to your project in the comment, and you may win a prize. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and share it with your friends so that my channel can be seen on YouTube. See you next time. Bye.